Hey guys, welcome to Life of Steph. I am Steph. Today I am gonna do actually something that I've been um pretty excited to do, and I've been thinking about it for a while. So I was just like, you know what, let's just go ahead and go for it. So as you can tell by the title, it's gonna be my story regarding my tattoos. Now, when it comes to tattoos, piercings, really just about anything, like, I am a strong believer in to each their own. If you like tattoos, that's great. If you don't like tattoos, that's totally fine. Like, it do you, you know? Um, I love tattoos. I love my tattoos. To me, they make up such a big part of me. And so as I go through and like tell you guys each meaning, like, I think you guys might understand as far as like what, why they're so special to me. But like, if you're somebody that has a full sleeve, or all the way up to your neck, it doesn't matter. Like, if that's what makes you happy, do it. If not getting any tattoos or piercings makes you happy, do it. Like, I will never judge anybody either way. So, you know, I'm just here to share what I like and a little bit of myself. So I have a total of nine, nine tattoos. Um, they've all, every tattoo that I have has a meaning. Okay, so the first one, as you saw, is a letter A. So this one is actually a cover-up tattoo. And you guys will see I have a total of 3 cover-up tattoos. So much for meaning, right? But they also had meaning when I got them. So that one originally, first tattoo ever, was actually an A2, but it was, something like, let's just do it. It was like a friend of a friend, and I was 18, like, stupid me. I mean, I was dumb when I was younger, just plain dumb. So we're like, yeah, let's just do it. I'm surprised my foot didn't fall off. Anyway, got it done, and the ink was like just coming out. So it looked horrible. So I went and got it covered up with the current A that I have. And the A represents my last name. And it's just, I don't know, I mean, in my family, our last name is very important to us. So I just went and got the A. Yeah, so that's my first cover up, my first tattoo. And I love. Okay, so next, like you saw, is my chest, which my chest is always just visible. I probably didn't have to show like a clip on it. But so my chest part of it is a cover up too. So it's my son's name, and then a tribal scorpion. So the tribal scorpion I got before I got my son's name. I got the scorpion when I was maybe 19 or 20, around there. And the reason I got a scorpion was, I love scorpions. I think they're one of the most amazing, beautiful creatures, and it's just like something so beautiful will cause you pain, So there's just something about scorpions that I just think is so amazing, magical, beautiful, all of the above. So that's what my scorpion is. Then my son's name is the cover part. So I got his name tattooed probably maybe almost a year after he was born. And I got it done with my son's biological father. At the time we were still together, and he was in my kid's life in some sort of way, and I was still dumb. So I went and got my son's name, and so Carlos, and then the cover up part was, this actually used to say Ivan, because my son's middle name used to be Ivan. Then through the process of courts and custody battles and all that, my son's name was changed to Carlos J. So the J actually took from my dad. So I went to my tattoo guy, which I can leave his information down below. And then I'll give a quick wrap up too at the end as far as the tattoos he's done. But I went to my tattoo guy and I was like, hey, look, there's the situation, this is what I need done. And I originally thought of a crown because, I mean, I just thought it was fitting. Like, my kid is my life. So I went to him, and he was like, yeah, start looking. I'll try to draw some stuff up. And it was maybe like a week later or something, I found, the big crown where it was going to be able to cover the VAN. Had a little bit of red on it. I just liked it, how it flowed too. And then I went in and he's like, you know what, like, I just really don't even know how I'm going to make this I into a J. So we're just like, you know what, we're just going to go for it. Puts the stencil over, starts going at it. And it's like he's working on Carlos. And then he's like, you know what, I got it. I know exactly how I'm going to do this. And he did it. He covered up what needed to be covered up. He fixed what needed to be fixed. And I love it. I absolutely love it. So, yeah, that is my chest area. So next is the phoenix on the back of my neck, which the phoenix on the back of my neck I got, I was probably 24. It was almost a couple years after my son was born. And so I actually got it to represent my son too. When I was pregnant, there were complications with the pregnancy. And it was, might not be the correct term, but there was a placenta rupture, which, if I remember correctly, was like that big or so, like 3 inches by 3 or 2 inches, something like that. But it was pretty bad. So I went to the hospital. I think I was in the hospital for like a week, and then they were like, yeah, like, you gotta take it easy the rest of your pregnancy. And this happened pretty early in my pregnancy too. And so during that time, my mom got into the habit of calling the baby a phoenix, just because of, the meaning of a phoenix and how they're like reborn and amazing magical creatures. So fast forward to you know, this amazing kid being born despite so much negativity during the pregnancy and complications. Um, the night of his birth was one of the craziest things of my life. Um, and then I think he wasn't even 2 yet. He got pretty sick and we were in the hospital for like a week. Um, and they couldn't really figure out what was wrong and all this stuff, and you know, then we were released, and thankfully now I have a super healthy, amazing child. But yeah, because of that, I went and got a phoenix tattooed on the back of my neck, which was also done by my tattoo guy, the one that did my chest. Um, so yeah, that's the story on my phoenix. So the next one, as you saw, it's what the artist called an animated pitchfork. Um, and so I got it on my left wrist because I'm left-handed. And it's actually a matching tattoo that I got with my sister. My sister got one on her right wrist. And as you can see, it has a K for my sister's first name. And then hers has an S for my name. And then also the tail or whatever of the pitchfork is reversed, so mine goes like this and hers goes like this. So yeah, that one was just matching thing I got with her, matching sister tattoo. And kind of what it represents to me. I told my sister one time, because we never, like, when we went and got it, we didn't like verbally come out and say like this is what it meant. So like when I told my sister kind of what it meant to me, is I said, so the three thingies, they kind of represent, you know, things that we've been through. Not like specific things, but just kind of like paths or whatever. And then where it kind of like wraps around is like, so things that we've been through, and then everything led to this one path, and this is where we're at now, if that makes any sense at all. But that's just kind of how I define the tattoo, besides, you know, like a matching tattoo with my sister. So it's important to me with the fact that it's a matching tattoo with her, but also how I see that it represents my life. So yeah, what's that one? Alright, so like you saw, the next one is the stars, which the stars, I've got to tell you guys, when I got these stars, nobody had stars. Nobody had stars. And then it was like the next year, everybody started getting stars. I was so mad about it. So mad. I mean, it's like, you know, tattoos or whatever. How they told me, but nobody had stars. So I got 5 stars to represent my family. Mom, dad, brother, sister, and me. And they're actually broken down by size too. So the big one for my dad, then my mom, then my brother, then my sister, and the smallest one represents me. Um, that's just kind of how that one worked out, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, that's that one representing my family. 5 stars, 5 of us, and all done before stars were cool. So the signature, the one that you guys just saw, is actually a signature. It's my dad's signature. Um, and I got that. That's the third to last tattoo that I got. 2 years ago, I want to say. I mean, my dad to me is just the most amazing person in the world. There's there isn't words that I could use to describe what he means to me. So that's why I got that done. And that one I actually went and got done with my tattoo. I'm just gonna refer to my tattoo guy as the one that I go to. I went and got it done with him. And it was a pretty cool experience, like getting to do that and have that part with me forever of my dad. And there's definitely similar things that I would want to get, like just to match things. I'd want to get like my mom's signature too, but just like I don't have anything to represent my mom. But yeah, just the current one. We'll stick to that. Yeah, just I yeah, I'm just going in circles now. It's just probably that tattoo, the signature tattoo is actually probably the most important one to me. The most important one, the one with the most meaning, just because my dad has always played such a major role in my life, and always that one person in my corner, no matter what. So, yeah, definitely something that I love and I'm so happy to have with me forever. Okay, so next, like you guys saw is, so they're triangles. I wanted, uh, kind of like a yin and yang, but I didn't want the typical yin and yang that everybody has. So I looked and looked and looked as far as like finding things that would represent balance in a different format. So I found the triangles, and my triangles are actually a cover-up tattoo too. Underneath it I had a cross, just a tiny little cross, which when I got the cross it did have meaning to me. I'm not gonna say it didn't, but now just the point that I'm at in my life, the cross specifically doesn't have the same meaning that it had to me when I got it. And now balance and yin and yang and good and evil and good and bad, or however you want to put it, that's what has more meaning to me. So I got the kind of the overlapping triangles or whatever to represent the dark and the light, the good and the bad, and so just a different version of the yin and yang, because that to me speaks more now, than religion or cross, and that's just me personally. It's not that I think that there's anything wrong with crosses or anything like that. These are just things that have meaning to me. That's all it is. And last but not least, is a tattoo of a unicorn, which that one I actually got just earlier this year. I got it in Vegas. And I actually got it with Jess. Her and I got matching tattoos. And one, I love unicorns. Absolutely love unicorns. Like just looking up right now, I have a unicorn necklace hanging off my mirror. I love unicorns. I think they're beautiful, magical, just so special. Um, and I've actually been playing with this little unicorn buddy this whole time. So it was weird because Jess loves unicorns, and her and I actually we barely became friends in February. And it was through a mom group on Facebook, because we were both part of it, and then she made some posts about like if anybody if anybody was looking to start dating, because she had a friend and said friend wanted to start dating, blah blah blah. So I commented and I was like, yeah, dating sucks, blah blah blah. And her and I just kind of hit it off. And even though like I got closer to her than I did to the guy. So when things didn't work out with the guy, she took my side. And we got super close, super fast, bonded instantly. Started hanging out almost every weekend. Sometimes during the week too, wine night. And literally it's perfect. I will go to her house and we'll just chill in her living room watching TV and drinking wine or beer or whatever, and then her son and my son get along. Like they'll go in his room and just like shut the door and like play or whatever. um so it's just been a super awesome and unexpected friendship that I built with Jess. So then fast forward, her birthday is in July and mine's in June. So we're like, okay, let's just go ahead and celebrate together. So we celebrated our birthdays by going to Vegas. And we went and went and got our tattoos. And we spent, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks like just randomly looking at like different unicorns and like sending it to each other, like, what do you think about this or that? And then we finally decided on the one, went and got it done. So that is my unicorn tattoo. So that is my 9 tattoos for now. I do hope to get some more soon. I know this month Jess and I are actually treating each other to a tattoo, and we're actually doing a surprise tattoo, so I'm actually really, really excited. So I'm choosing her, she's choosing mine. We're not gonna look at it until it's completely done. We only get to choose the placement. So for the sake of, I was gonna make this one the junk arm, is what her and I refer to it, but I want to keep everything balanced. So I'm actually going to get the new tattoo on the inside of my left arm to match the triangles. And then sometime next year, we're actually supposed to get the anti-possession star from Supernatural, and that one is going to go on the left arm to match the area where the unicorn is. So I kind of want to keep everything balanced. But yeah, so we're gonna do that, surprise tattoos, and I'm excited. And I actually already told her that I really want to vlog it, like the experience, the reveals. So I just think it's gonna be so fun. So at least that's two tattoos that I have planned for the next few months. So yeah, it's tattoos to me are just a way to represent myself. Like you guys can see, every tattoo has a meaning. Some tattoos are definitely more meaningful and have way more emotion to it. something that people always ask me, like, well, did it hurt? Well, I mean, it's not, you're not getting massaged. But the thing is to me, like, the tattoo needle is just, the tattoo gun is it's a therapeutic sound and feeling. So when I go get a tattoo or piercings or anything like that sort of like pain is therapeutic for me. And I have a really high pain tolerance. So they hurt, but I think they're worth it. So yeah, that's my tattoo stories. If you guys have questions, let me know. I will go ahead and comment my tattoo artist information down below. So any people like around Salt Lake, or you're planning on visiting Utah, I highly recommend checking him out. I hope it's okay with him that I mention it. I'm assuming it is. He'll find out when I tag it on Instagram. But yeah, he's super chill, does great work. So yeah, be sure to subscribe, give the video a like, turn on the notification bells. I'm so happy I finally got this up. You guys can check out all my social media. That will be also linked down below. And I will hopefully see you guys soon. Bye.